Hey, brick fans, and welcome to the Brick Bakery, where all our jokes are half baked and most our bricks are medium rare. And hey, Robert Hall, welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad to see you here today. And Maris Bricks, here we all are. You are indeed right. I'm just adjusting a light here so I won't have it in my face. Hey, Girly Builder, and hey, Maniac for Bricks. Welcome, welcome, welcome all. Welcome one, welcome all. It's so good to see you all. It's the top of the hour on this 13th of November. It's the day before the month of Christmas. Tomorrow will be the 1st of December, and I hope you guys are ready for the holiday season. Yeah, I am ready for the holiday season, but today we are building on with the police station, the 6141, which was half finished last Friday, and I hope to finish the last half, that is the last 5 bags today, because that would be great. As you can see here in the background, we got the police station as it is, the small helicopter, the police car and motorcycle, and the small bandit or rubber car, breakout car, whatever, which we called a cherry picker last time. That was great. That was great. Yes, and welcome, Belgian Lego fan and Lego man Jomo Mikas. Hola, my friend, and Lego Maniac. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yes, the long-awaited continuation, and I'll just dig right into it because last Friday lasted about 2 hours, and I was quite tired at the end, I'll have to admit, but it was good, it was fun, and I hope we can get the last 5 bags done. And I feel that this police set is actually, hey, Blockhead UK, welcome, 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 so glad to see you here, and I hope you're having a nice Friday. I hope you all are having a nice Friday, and that this might be a nice Friday, that is the start of a great weekend. Now, what I was saying is, I think that this little police station is actually very thematic for what we just saw released this week, because I believe there was more or less official pictures that came out of the new police sets, the 2019 police sets, and I think opinions differ on those. Personally, I think maybe I'd love to see them in real life, but some of them, well, maybe that's more for the fire sets actually. Some of them are sort of a weird step back to something we saw in the 90s, if I am not mistaken. But anyway, it is at least thematical that we are building a police station in the week where the police station also was, the police sets were also revealed for 2019. Blockhead UK is having late dinner. Well, I hope it tastes good. And what was the name? I missed somebody. I think CD Bricks. Hello, CD Bricks. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome, my friend. Yes, indeed. Welcome to part 2 of the building of the police station, the 6141. I've actually been looking forward today because I have been dreaming about completing this one all week, to be honest. It was a lot of fun building the first part of it, and I think it was actually it makes it very it's very interesting to split the build like this, because you really get to enjoy it, because you get to wait for the last part of it, and that's actually quite good, because there's sort of this, oh, I have to wait, but you actually want to get it done, you want to do it, you want to make it, but still, no, I have to do it on camera, because that was the deal, that's what we agreed last time, that's what I promised, and finally I'm here, and I get to build it, and that's great. I've really been looking forward to that. So yeah. I've been to the Lego stores. Matthew Ashton was signing Lego Masters posters, says Robin Hall. Now, I'm not 100% completely sure about that name, but I believe he's one of the hosts for that Lego Masters program that we were talking about very briefly last time. That's pretty cool. Was that in London? Maybe that was that's pretty cool. You know, meeting some of the guys from TV. Yeah, that's nice. I hope you got one, of course, and you said yes. You said hello to him from us all. Yes, and you shook his hand. That's very good. Very good. Good that you mentioned us. Yeah. Well, I think this is the garage for the car, but I'm actually not completely sure. Yeah, but what were you guys' thoughts about the police sets that just came out this week, or at least the pictures were released this week? Were you excited to see them? Are you going to get them all, or are there any sets in particular you'll get and others you leave? I saw one that I might get. It was called something like there was a very small drone and a sort of 4x4 police car, and I don't remember the number now, but that one seemed quite alright, and I might get that one. Other than that, I'm not sure about the police sets. Some of the fire sets were interesting. There was a very big fire set with a burning building, which was quite interesting, but also and that one I think is going to be very popular, the one with a burger bar that's burning, but I think people would like to have the burger bar not burning, just use it for mocks or as a burger bar in their city. That was pretty cool, I think. Robin Hall says he's not sure about those police or fire sets, and I can see why. It does have their drawbacks. I believe that you and I, Robin, have discussed this to some extent during the week, and I think we are very much in agreement that some of the police sets and some of the fire sets of the coming wave does seem to be a sort of step back to something we saw in the late 90s and early 2000s, and that's the period of Lego's history in my, at least as far as I know, that is where they had the most problems with their products. They got very, very odd, very action oriented, and I'm not sure that that's what they actually should be aiming for. I'm pretty sure they should be aiming for more of a realistic tone rather than this water squirting gun thing that they are doing right now. But I'll have to see it in real life to pass any real judgment, you know. But just from the look of it, just from the back, from the artwork that you've seen, I am a bit skeptical of this wave. But maybe it'll turn out all right. Who knows? Hey, Brickclone, and welcome. Good to see you. Brickclone is building a telescope. That sounds cool. Blockhead UK says, police is not really my thing, so I won't be getting any. Well, that's good, I think. It's good to be to pick something you want and then just buy that. I think that's a very important point, actually, for buying and collecting Lego. That don't just buy stuff because it's there. Buy it because you want it. And if you don't want any police, well, you shouldn't get any police. So that's a very good idea you have there, Blockhead UK. Brick Bakery, do you like the fire sets? Asks Mary's Bricks. Well, as I just said, I think the one with the burger bar looks very interesting, and I do like the size of that fire engine in the bigger fire set. But I'm not sure I'm gonna get any of them. I think it's hard not to like fire engines. They are very cool, and red is a very nice dramatic color. So yeah, I think it's I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna get some of them, but it's not like I don't like them. It's maybe more of a space concern if I don't get any of them. The telescope is so heavy, says Brickclone, and Blockhead UK asks, that sounds cool, how big is it? Yeah, we would like to know. And Robin Hall says, I'm just not sure about the direction that Lego is taking on lots of stuff. Whereas Brick says, well, then I'll have a nice surprise for you tomorrow. Let's call it something big from the 90s. Ooh, that sounds good, Mary's Bricks. I'll be looking forward to that. And Blockhead UK says, I still have a lot of sets that I still do want. I know exactly what you are talking about. There are always too many things to get. That's also my experience. Now, I don't think I've ever put one of these on before, one of these gates here. And actually, I've always wanted one of these. They were a part of some of these sets that I remember from my childhood as well. And I was always very, very interested in getting one, but I never really did. And now I'm a grown man and I can decide what I do with my own money. And I'm getting one. Now, oh, how is this? Ooh, that didn't sound right. This was better. I think, there we go. Yeah, seems about right. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, back to those fire sets. Ooh, but the thing I am looking very much forward to, is the creator set, the houseboat creator set. That one looks great, and the whole story about it that's sort of in that set is great. I believe there's an alligator in that set as well, and that's really, really cool. I think you can almost hear sort of the theme from the movie Deliverance when you look at that set. It's so cool. I'm gonna get that one, that's for sure. That's for sure, because it looks really, really nice, I think. I don't know about you guys or if you're gonna get it, but I really do think that looks wonderful, that houseboat. I don't remember the number, but you can probably look it up on the interwebs. Still nothing about the new modular. No. I think I've heard people sort of guessing that it might come on Monday, because that would be about a month before it would release, if you can go buy earlier releases. You know, they've, as far as I can see and as far as I know, they've typically released the new sets on the 1st of January, including the modulars. So, you know, a month before would be great. On the other hand, Lego might try to push us for buying as much Lego as possible, and not releasing news on the modular before after Christmas might make people buy more Lego during Christmas than instead of saving their money for an eventual Lego modular after Christmas. But I don't know anything about their sort of strategies and such. But we might. I hope we'll see something come Monday, and if not, we'll see something eventually, because there will, of course, be news. There's no chance of not being news at some point. Hey, Brick Pasta! Hey, welcome, my friend. Yes, I am building the 6141 police station, and this is part 2 that you've dropped into. We built part 1, or the first 5 bags, last Friday, and now I'm building the last 5 bags to complete the build, which is, it's a pretty great build. I like it, actually. Ooh, something is gonna like this. Huh. Alright. I don't know what this is, but it seems like some sort of, is this some sort of launching mechanism for the car, so it can sort of shoot out of the yeah, well, interesting, very, very interesting. Should be a couple more of these. There we go. And there we go. The Lego store was rammed today. People spending tons. Yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know. You like it, says, I like it, says Brick Pasta. It's a very substantial build. Yes, it is pretty big, which is why I've decided to split it into 2. Oh, that's okay. And yeah, as I said, I hope to finish it today. This is going to stay here. All right. And this is the garage for the car we're doing. I always wanted one of these as a kid, and now I have one, so that's good. Only what, I don't know, 20 years later than originally I'd like, but you know, better late than never. And Blockhead UK says, "Hi, Brick Pasta and Brick Bakery. Great job on your interview yesterday." Well, thank you. That was really fun to do. Brick Pasta, aka Chad, is a really great guy, and I really enjoyed working with him on that little project. Very good, very fun, good questions. I really enjoyed making that one, and he does do some great editing. If you haven't already checked out that interview, you should be sure to do so. And if you haven't checked out Brick Pasta's channel already, you should really check it out, because he does do some great stuff. He has a very wonderful style of editing that I am crazy about, and I hope someday I might be able to do stuff like that myself. But until then, I'll settle for watching Brick Pasta's stuff, because it is really great. So go check that out once you're done watching this live stream. It will be great and you will like it. I am pretty sure. I am pretty sure. Boom 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 boom. Do 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 do. Wow, this might this is actually going a bit quicker than I would think. Maybe we got through a lot of the very complicated build last time, but anyway, well, it might get complicated still, and there are still some stickers left over, and those always take their time. That's for sure. I see at least 3 that's for Windows, so there will be more stickering today. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, so we need another. Interesting. This one, I think. 6. Yeah, sure. This is the one. Here. Like this. All right. Lego Maniac says, the reason no one is mentioning your flawless acting is that it is so flawless we don't notice you're even acting at all. Yeah, I tend to agree. It's because of the perfection. We can't see we can't see the flaws in your acting, because it's perfect. It is perfect. That is for sure. And Brick Pasta says, "Lol, I really don't know, although I caught myself rolling my eyes editing my upcoming video." Oh no. I am. Oh, I think I missed something here. I did miss something. Yeah, we need to put these on here. Boop and boop. So that's bag number 6, and we are straight into bag number 7. Right. Yeah. What? And Blockhead UK says that Count Bricula, on the other hand, now that is truly, he is a flawless actor. He's never heard of the term overacting. I think that's just the way he is. Yeah. So I'll pass on your message to him that he is a flawless actor. I'm sure he'd love to hear it, because he might be a bit, self-aware. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first sticker of the evening, and as I usually do, dab on a bit of soapy water on the surface on which I am about to put a sticker, because that allows me to move around the sticker just a tiny bit after it's been applied, which makes it a lot easier to actually get it on straight And I had good luck last time, and I hope I'll have equal luck today with getting these on straight, because it's nice when they are on straight. And I just have to check, yeah, just have to check ever so. There we go, and this window is about ready. He said not being able to finish it. There we go. Yep. And it should be put here. Good. And a chair as well. With a wide range of voices. Well, thank you. This set doesn't have a copter. Yes, it does. It's right here. Right here. This little one. It's kind of generic, to be honest, but it's cool that it's there. So yeah, there's a helicopter, that's for sure. So that's good. It's just out of frame for the time being. It's so tall, I can't fit everything in the screen. Legomaniac ham. Oh, why? Thank you. You will be pleased to know that the partly demolished Jacob's Bakery in Assembly Square is now back together. Yes, yes, the best state of any bakery is assembled. So I am very, very happy that it's back together. I wonder what happened, Cass. How on earth did it come to pass that your bakery was suddenly broken and in pieces? I mean, that was quite a dramatic, I think. And and very, very uncalled for. No reason to be breaking stuff, guys. I mean, it's enough work building it the first time, isn't it? So why on earth would you break it? Brick Pasta says it's very similar to the chopper from the firehouse, just a change in color. And I think actually that's what's been true with helicopters. Maybe throughout Lego's history, that their helicopters has always been sort of very, very generic. They've looked like each other a lot. It's mostly a question of colors that really makes them different from each other. I remember having a fire helicopter back in the 90s that was very, very much like what would they call, a sport helicopter or something like that. So yeah, they were very, very similar back then, and today it's a bit of the same. I think that yellow rescue helicopter, the sort of mountain ski rescue helicopter, is very, very similar to the police helicopter that was out in the last wave of police. So yeah, I think there's something to be said for the whole all Lego helicopters look alike. And I think actually helicopters is one of the things that Lego actually made the most of. I think there's something like 300 different helicopters if you look throughout the Lego history. So yeah, of course they get a bit repetitive at some point, but yeah. I asked because I didn't see it at the back. Yeah, alright. Maris Briggs asks, when will the Overwatch sets be released? And Robin Hall says, next January. I think you are right, Robin. I think they are due to be released simultaneously with all the other 2019 January wave of sets. I'm still a bit baffled about the whole, they are retiring 200 sets simultaneously. That is pretty that's a lot. I have just realized that I must have made a mistake last time, because this door should have a sticker with just lines on it, and I have no stickers left that just has lines on it. I only have one of these left, so one of the others must be wrong. Well, that is my modification of this set. I'll have to decide, because I am not about to take off any of the stickers just to put it on this door. It'll have a police shield sticker, even though that is not what was meant to happen. So yes, that is also what happens sometimes, and I'm accepting towards it, and I hope you will be too. Well, it had to happen. I mean, there was 14 of these striped stickers, where 4 were with a police shield, and the fact that nothing has gone wrong before now with those is actually a bit of a wondrous thing, because they could very well something could very well have happened. But yeah, this is how it's going to be. I'm just going to add that sticker instead. It's no big deal. I'm not sure anyone would really notice, and it's not like I'm going to sell it off anyway, so it's just for me anyway, so that's good. That's all good. That's all very good. So Cass is going to tell us how on earth she managed breaking the assembly square. She says, I was picking up assembly square to take it out to do some work on it. Do not pick it up by holding the bakery windows as they fall apart and you drop it. Oh no. I hope nobody got hurt, and hey BB, just wondering, because it's past 10 where you are and it's dark outside, because where I live it gets dark around 5:30. Yes, it's 10 p.m. here, so it's getting very close to midnight. And it is dark out. Because of the time differences, I try to place my streams at this hour, and that is mostly to accommodate my American audience. I have looked at my statistics from time to time, and it is obvious that a huge part of my audience, if you count watch time, I think it's something like 60% of my audience is from the US. So I am catering to those guys a bit. Also, I'm of course speaking English, which is of course also a part of that. But basically that's why my streams are always this late relative to Danes and people from the Nordic countries, who would think it would be, if not on a Friday, of course you can go out and have a party and all that, but other than that it might be close to bedtime for a lot of people. So yeah, so that's why I am streaming at this hour, and that is why it is close to, or relatively close to midnight here in Denmark, and why it is dark outside where I am. So I hope that was enough of an answer for your question. There we go. Lego Maniac says, my favorite over-actor must be Calculon from Futurama. Yeah, he is a great over-actor. I don't think it can be overstated how great he is at overacting. It's a wonderful character from Futurama. I don't know if you guys know Futurama, but Futurama is a cartoon series that was created by some of the same people that created The Simpsons, and it ran for 4 years originally and was not seen for I think about 5 or 6 years, and then suddenly they made 4 or 5 new seasons, so we have about 8 or 9 seasons worth of Futurama, and you can really dig into those if you haven't seen them before. I can recommend the first 4 seasons very warmly. They are great. The newer seasons aren't that great, to me, but they are Futurama, and that is the most important thing. Blockhead UK talks about is telling us about her Assembly Square again. It says that it looked worse than it was. You put it back together in a few minutes. It didn't even need the instructions, so that's good. I was fearing that you had a larger sort of rebuild on your hand, but I am glad to hear that it was an easy fix. I can, you can just I could just see sort of in the spirit how you would spend another 12 hours fixing the thing after having built it, which I imagine. I don't know how long does it take to build the assembly square. I'm just guessing what maybe 8-9 hours, something like that. I think I used 7 or 8 hours for the brick bank when I built that one way back when. So yeah, maybe it's something like that. Legomaniac says, it's dark when I go to work at 8 in the morning, and it's dark when I leave work at 4 in the afternoon. I love the dark though, lots of stars, and that's true. Yeah, we do have a very, very favorable condition here in the north to watch stars at winter time. That is true. And I have the same thing happening here where I live in Denmark. Here in the winter time, it can almost be dark when you get to work and dark when you leave work again. It's I think some people might get depressed from that, or at least to some degree, feel that and not be too happy about it. But personally, I don't take it too. I don't have anything against the dark at this time of year. We know it passes. The 21st of December is the longest day of the year. The shortest day of the year, and we're always looking forward to that one because then it turns and we are getting towards the light again. So yeah, that's great. Sorry, excuse me. Just need to get a brick separator. There we go. 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 Like this. There we go. Police sign. Blockhead UK says, I get a bit down with the short days. Don't think it would do well towards the Arctic Circle. No, I can see why. It's not like it's all fun and games in this period. Not for everybody, at least. Well, we're getting around to something here because now I have to assemble the thing, and I'm wondering if there's actually room for everything now that I have to put it together like this, because it's getting big. Wow, this is much bigger. That's the thing. Ever since I sort of returned to Lego this year, I have continually been amazed by the size of the sets. First, of course, it was the rescue helicopter, the Coast Guard rescue helicopter. Now it's this police station. This is a lot bigger than anything I remember from my childhood, and as far as I can see, it has at least one more bit that's to come on, that's to be put on, and that's pretty awesome. It's getting hard to see the instruction guide now. Yeah, so this should be built like this and this. Oops. Yeah, but if you get down during the winter time, I hope that maybe this live stream can help you out a bit, and kick off a good weekend, and yeah, just be a good thing in your life, and maybe help you a bit with that. And if not, well, I'm going to be here anyway. So, yeah. A lot of conversation going on in the chat, and I am missing a lot of it. I'm sorry, guys. Just a bit focused on this here build. I can see that Robin Hall says the reason why booze is so expensive in Norway is because it's dark all the time. And maybe that is true. There are things that are actually quite expensive in Norway as well. Cucumbers, for instance, are quite expensive. Which is, of course, because of the cold, I imagine. Yep. There we go. The police sign. I think this is a toll thing. What do you call it? Not a booth. What's the thing? The thing that comes down in front of you at a toll booth. It's called a. It's called a thing. A thing. It's a thing. It's a thing. What's that called? The sort of arm that comes down in front of you when you're trying to pass something. Well, see you later, Mary Spix. It was very good to have you here. I hope you have some nice dinner. Dinner is always nice. It's nice to get some food. So have a nice day, and yeah, thank you for dropping by. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And so alright, the red one, and the grey one, and the black one. Okay, so like this. Get it now. Like this. Barrier. Yes, thank you. It's a barrier, of course. That's so simple. Thank you, Blogger UK, Cass. Thank you very much. Of course, it is a barrier. I am just too stupid to figure something like that out myself. So thank you for clearing that right up for me. Sometimes I'm not sure that the people who make these instruction books are actually thinking about what what sort of sequence things are gonna be put in. So this is the progress right now. This is getting big. This is getting really big. There's a whole other instruction book left here that we gotta get through. The instruction book 6. I think maybe this is the set I've built that had the most instruction books. Even though I built the brick bank at some point, that as far as I remember it, that only had one. Lego Maniac says, finally we found out what that pin down by the window was for. Was bothering me the entire last stream. Yes, I was actually wondering the same thing, but of course, if I noticed the box art, I might have found out. But yeah, now we know it's the barrier, and it's actually quite cool. I like this. This is cool. You know, it doesn't really make a lot of sense though, because what is it that you're trying to sort of control? I mean, what is it that's on this side that's so important that it needs a barrier? Oh well, let's get on with the 8th bag, which is the third to last. And there are a lot. I think it's the jail cells we are getting into here. Yes, all these jail doors and such. Yeah. Hey, the Dark Knight! Welcome, my friend. I hope you are having a nice Friday and that this might be the start of a great weekend for you. We are building the police station, the 6141, and this is the second part of that live stream. First part was last Friday, where I put together the first five bags of this set, and now I'm putting together the last 5 of these bags. And hey, Woody Jesse, 2, hi, welcome, very great to see you, my friend. And I think you are right, Cass. Yes, it is of course the police car park that we are trying to keep safe with this barrier here. Well, Woody Jesse 2, I'm actually M Global Flex. Well, mind blown, M Global Flex. How on earth did that happen? Well, welcome anyway, my friend. It's good to have you with us as always. As always, great to have you with us. We've just jumped into bag number 8 of the police station, and I've actually enjoyed this build very much, except for the stickers, of which I found out here just about 10 minutes ago that I had made a mistake. So the last sticker I put on here was actually not the one that was supposed to be on there. So, but anyway, I think it was fine. I think it was fine. And if I think it's fine, then it's fine. Because it's my police station. Yeah, anyway. Dude, I've never actually seen these. I've seen them on YouTube, of course. I've seen people use them. But these non-transparent windows, I've never seen these before. It's actually pretty cool. I don't know, do they come in a lot of colors, or are they just available in white? Do you guys know? Hey, Martin Cleaver, welcome, my friend. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Great that you are here and are able to participate. I hope you're having a nice Friday and that it will be a nice weekend for you. Oh, well, goodbye, Dark Knight, and sleep tight, my friend. I hope you'll have some great dreams and have a wonderful weekend. Bricks Bear says I can't stay long. Shark Girl has softball practice, but wanted to say hello to all and hello to you, Bricks Bear. Very good to see you. It's so nice of you to drop by, no matter how short it is. And that is something I would like to say to everybody, that no matter how shortly you sort of watch the stream or watch some of my videos, the fact that you're just doing it is really, really cool, and I really appreciate every little watch that you do, because it is so neat to know that somebody is actually watching your content and hopefully enjoying it. So yeah, and of course, feel free during the live stream to suggest things for my channel. If there are improvements you want to see me make, if there are things that you would like to see me do video wise, are there any types of videos you are missing from my channel that you think I should be doing? I can't say that I will be doing them all, because I am still under some time limits, and I can't do everything all the time, but I will take into consideration if you suggest something. So please feel free to suggest things, and thank you, Bricks Bear, for smashing that like button. It helps out the channel immensely whenever you do that. So thank you for doing it, and yeah, that might be a great reminder to you others. If you want to, you can of course press the like button, because it helps out the channel ever so much. Yeah. Of course, if you don't like the stream, you can also dislike. That is also fine by me. It's fair and square. Everybody has their own opinion, and that is good. That is very, very good. We are building a toilet here. I think, is that one of the first toilets I've seen? At least since I came back. I don't think. Yeah, it might be one of the first toilets I've seen. No, there was a toilet in some of those creator builds as well, as far as I remember. As far as I remember. Whoops. Brickpasta says, yep, everyone hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Brickpasta. I really appreciate you. Always very good at remembering that. And remember, and saying that I should, and basically reminding me that I should please ask people to do that. So thank you a lot, Brickpasta. And Legalomaniac says, I'm looking forward to more little story mods, and I really am working on doing more of those. I hope I have a plan for Christmas, and for some mugs coming out there. And I hope I've sort of balanced the story part of that one sufficiently, or to the same degree as people liked it in the first one I presented, which had a story that was sort of a little more in depth than maybe I've done previously. I hope that you like my Christmas mocks. There are going to be 3 Christmas mocks during Christmas, and I hope you'll enjoy all of them. I have really tried my best to make something that was interesting, so I hope you'll enjoy those. And they will be out. The first one will be out this Monday, and and they will be out on the following Mondays. We have another Christmas video on Monday in a week. That's not a mock, but other than that, there is actually only going to be mocks on the Monday videos and on my channel this December. So I really hope that you'll be watching those. I've enjoyed making them, and I hope they'll live up to the whole expectation surrounding story. So yeah, Brick Bakery, a question for you: Do your work colleagues know you have a Lego YouTube channel, and what do they think if they do? They do know. I have not been shy about telling them. I enjoy doing this, so I think they should know about it. And I've people have been very supportive. Some of them are not interested, and that's fine. But they're not dismissive of it. They don't ridicule me or something like that, if that's what you're asking. Rather, I've actually met a lot of positive comments and positive feedback. People are always a little surprised, and that's good too. I mean, it's not every day you meet people who have a YouTube channel, and much less someone who might, to some extent, I take this seriously. I mean, I do this because I think it's fun, but I also do it to the best of my abilities, and hence I take it seriously. So yeah, no, I haven't met anyone yet who have tried to ridicule me or something like that, and it's not like I'm shy about telling it. It's not necessarily the first thing I mention to people, because that might be a bit weird. I have a Lego YouTube channel. As the first thing you say to people that you just met, and sometimes you're in some sort of professional conversation and it doesn't come up at some point. But if people ask about what I do and if I have any hobbies or such, I will mention it, of course. So yeah, I hope that was enough of an answer for your question. JC would be happy that there's a loo. Yes, I am sure that JC from Small Brick City would be very happy that there is a toilet in this build. I don't know how he feels about sets like this. I'd imagine that he would sort of loot it for parts. I'm not sure that he would actually build it as such, but I don't know. We will have to ask him sometime what he feels about sets like this. Oh, need one of these. Oh, yeah, it's true. The toilet's only for the inmates, says Legomaniac. The police needs to go next door. So, yeah, that is true. I don't think, but the police does have the coffee machine and the water cooler, so they are going to drink a lot. So they might need the toilet. Whoa. Woody Jesse 2 says, sorry, I don't have my original name anymore. He basically just wanted to have a Toy Story channel, and I am just taking a little break from Lego YouTube, but I'm still into Lego though. That is actually very cool. A Toy Story channel. That sounds nice. I'd have to check that out at some point. But I think it's very. I think it's a good thing to take a break if you need it. There's no reason to burn yourself out by just keeping on doing it if you don't like it anymore. If you just you know, what's it called? Not periodically, but temporarily lost interest, or temporarily just lost the energy in it, then just, you know, take a break. No harm in that. I feel you can always pick it right back up. It's not like YouTube will disappear. YouTube will still be here, even in, or it'll still be here when you are ready to get back into it. So I think it's very cool to have a break if you want that. So yeah, cool, and cool that you've started another channel as well. I'll be sure to check that out at some point. Have a pretty big collection of Toy Story action figures and such. I haven't. I remember from when I was a kid, I had 2 Toy Story action figures. One was Woody, and the other was Buzz Lightyear, of course. And that is about all I know about Toy Story Toy Story toys or collecting. So I think, was this the last? No, there's still 2 stickers left in this set. So yeah, and this should go here. I feel that this is going to be sort of a function. There's going to be something that has an interactive function here, which is going to be quite cool, I think. Quite cool, I think. Oops, and Blockhead UK says, I've just about finished doing a JC on the Winter Village fire station. Need a couple more bricklink orders to top it off, but then I'll do a video for you to see. Ooh, that sounds cool. Yeah, JC from Small Brick City did a very cool mock based on the Winter Village fire station. Now, I think the Winter Village fire station is pretty cool in itself. It is true that it does have its drawbacks, that's for sure. And it's not like it's perfect or anything, but I do like it. And I think it's a great starting point, as JC has shown so very, very skillfully. It's a great starting point for making a great mock. I think JC's little bar pup was very neat indeed. So if you've done something like that, I'd love to see it, Blockhead UK, because that can only be cool. I think. What is? Oh, is this? All right. I've never seen this part before. Very cool. Very, very cool. And I need to put a sticker on something, which would be the, not the last one, but the next to last sticker. And it tells me we are actually not too far from the end of this build, to be sure. Not that we still have a full bag left, but this part of the build has been a lot quicker than I would actually have thought. We've only been going for about an hour, and last week's live stream lasted more than 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken, and that was a bit unexpected. I was half expecting this live stream to have to last just as long, but it doesn't seem like it is going to, because it's simply the quicker part of this build, it seems, which is cool with me. But yeah, so lots of things going on in the chat, and I'm not. Robin Hall says that the Winter Village fire station isn't selling as well as the previous 2 winter sets. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's not good. Well, I hope it'll catch up at some point. What portion of the police station am I building? I'm still building. I don't know precisely what this is, but I'm imagining it's part of the roof for the jail cells or something like that. But we'll have to wait and see. I can't figure it out just right now. But we'll figure out figure it out very soon. I think. Like that, and and like this. No, not like this, because that was wrong. Like this. There we go. Yep. I just finished filming my Winter Village videos myself. Oh, that's cool. Be looking forward to those. Lego Maniac. And Blockhead UK says, yes, it's still a pub. Mine has a working dumbwaiter to take the to take the food from one floor to another of the fireman's pole tower. That sounds pretty interesting. I'll really be looking forward to seeing that one. Yeah, food. Yes, I get that one. It's food. Lego Maniac says there might not be as many fire station enthusiasts as there are train enthusiasts. If that's maybe a pretty good analysis, I think. I can see that being the reason why the Winter Village train station might not be selling too well. Maybe it's also because people thought that the other Winter Village sets has just been put together better, that it was just better sets, discounting the fact that they are that it's a fire station versus a train station. But I can see what you mean, that the fire station crowd might be a bit smaller than the train station crowd. I can agree on that. That's for sure. That is for sure. This. Woody Jesse 2 has to go. Well, it's good to see you, my friend. Even though, no matter how shortly it was good to see you. Hope you are having a great weekend. And yeah, we'll get ready for your videos tomorrow. Goodbye. Brick Pastor says, yeah, I think everybody likes trains, even if they don't build them. Something is always fascinating about trains. Yes, I actually think you are right that trains are always popular, and I think it's because they are dynamic, meaning that they move. So much in a Lego city is static, doesn't move, whereas the trains, they can move and they can make your city seem vibrant and alive. And I think that might be a big part of why these trains are always very popular. So yeah, I think you are right, Brick Pastor, that they are always popular, and I think that's why. It's simply because they are dynamic, they move, they make the city come alive, and that's pretty important, and something that can be hard to do actually with a Lego city, making it seem like a living thing rather than just a static, not dead but inactive thing. So yeah, I think you might be onto something there. What's this? That's not right. That's not right at all. Done something wrong. That's right. There we go. Blockhead UK says, it's funny, I had a little interest in the other Winter Village sets, but saw the fire station had more potential than the others for mocking. I think you are completely right about that one, Cass. I think that the fire station is very mockable, and I think maybe it's because people like trains so much that the train station doesn't seem too mockable, because people want to keep it as a train station rather than actually rebuilding it as something else. Whereas the fire station seems to be a set that people are more sort of willing to actually rebuild to some degree. So yeah, you might, I think you are onto something there, Cass. Very well spotted. Very great analysis. You guys are very bright. That is true. Legomaniac says, I quite like the new fire station. It looks more different than the other buildings, which has been fairly similar. Oh, you mean the buildings of the Winter Village? Yeah, I really don't know all of them, to be honest. As most of you guys know, I came back to Lego very recently, so the Winter Village sets are something that's except for the train station and the current fire station. I haven't really checked them out too much, so I don't know if they are very similar, but I think you might be right. I'll take your word for it. Hey, Cowie's Creations. Welcome, my friend. So great to see you today. We are building the 141 police station. This is part 2 of the live stream, and I'm actually about to open up the last bag of this set, which means that it won't be too long before we are done. And it also means that this live stream is going to be a little shorter than the last live stream, which turned out to be quite long, actually. Jaeger Bricks, hey, my friend. Hey, I didn't see you there, but welcome. I like the fire station. Jaeger Bricks says it's cool, but I would much rather try to get the fire brigade modular. Yes, I know what you mean. There's some work to be done to turn the Winter Village fire station into a modular. But I think JC, for instance, from Small Brick City, and it seems Cass as well from Blockade UK, has done some interesting work in trying to make it a modular. So yeah, but I agree, the fire station, the modular fire station is cool. And if not that fire station, of course the Ghostbusters headquarters must be mentioned. That is, of course, a fire station. So if you do need a fire station in your city, and you also want to catch one of the sets that is retiring very soon, you could get the Ghostbusters fire station. It might not be too easy at this point, and it might even get a bit expensive, because I'm not sure the people who actually have one lying around for sale are gonna settle for a low price, because the Lego just announced very recently that they'll be retiring it. But if you can get one at a reasonable price, I think you should probably look into it. I am surely looking into it. That is for sure. I have looked into it. I am looking into it. It's a good set, I think. My little says hello, says Cowie's Creations. Well, hello, Cowie's little sister. So glad that you could join us. So glad that you could join us. It is always wonderful to know that there are more people watching. It's so great to have you guys along, because it is a lot more fun like that. Brick Pastor says, oh, Legomaniac, I do like your time lapses. I think you're the only speed build channel that has a real time clock in the corner showing the length of the actual build, and that is very cool. And I agree. Yes, I think you are completely right. I don't think I've seen anybody else have a watch or a timer in their speed builds before I saw Legomaniac's videos, and you guys should definitely check out his videos, because he does do some great stuff where he uses a timer when he builds his speed builds. That is original, to say the least, and he also has a very, very nice quality of pictures. So yeah, it's I can highly recommend Legomaniac's channel. That is for sure. That is for sure. I see. Yeah, I saw somebody writing something about offers or deals or sales on Lego. As I'm almost tempted to say, as usual, there is a sale on Lego in Denmark at this very weekend. The toy store chain called Fætter BR, meaning cousin BR, is having 25% off on Lego sets this weekend. And that is of course that's an okay deal. I'm not going to get anything because there was 30% off last weekend, so I got what I wanted to get last weekend, that's for sure. And it seems that in Denmark at least these Lego deals are coming up all the time, so if you don't get it this time around, you should just wait a week or so, maybe 2-3 weeks, and there will be another sale going on. It's I think the autumn and winter time is maybe there's a bit of a higher frequency of sales around this time, but I don't know if that's true. Yes, we are putting on the last sticker of this set, and that is the final proof that we are getting very close to the end of this build, and hence very close to the end of this live stream. I just have to put on this sticker, so give me a second. Very sorry for being quiet a bit. I think that was pretty good. Sorry about that. Just needed to focus just a second on this. Yeah. This is as ready as it's going to get. Robin Hall says it was 50% off for Lego staff today. Oh my dear, that's a lot. Wow, that's a lot of savings. I actually saw the supermarket chain called Føtex in Denmark, and they are having, I think, is it 4 different sets, including one of the bigger jungle sets, and a Duplo train at 50% off tomorrow only. I'm not gonna get any of it. I've used my budget for this year. I'm saving up my money for next year. I hope to see something about that modular that's coming out very soon, so I can maybe decide if I'm going to get that one, because modulars are cool. I really like those, and maybe next year's modular will be nice. The diners sure look nice. I'm not sure I think it fit too well with the other modulars that was always already around, but at least it did look kind of nice. It did look kind of nice. Looks good, BB. Yes, I think it is looking quite good. This police station is coming together quite nicely, and I like that. It's a lot bigger than I would that I actually thought it would be, but that's not a bad thing. That is just a good thing, I think. Just a good thing, I think. Put in another window with bars in it. It's a prison window. Oops. C Brick says, just while everyone is live here, I was wondering what you guys thought of my Christmas layout, and if you guys have any suggestions on it. So you guys can check out CD Bricks' Christmas layout and see what you think about it once you're done watching this little live stream, and that can't be too far off now. I think we've got less than 40 bricks left, and that means that I'll be ending my live stream not in not too long. And please, if you've liked this live stream, please push that like button in the bottom right corner, and be sure to leave a comment as well, because it really helps out the channel. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that as well. It is so great to have all of you guys along. And please remember that there is more content every week on my channel. The next video will be out on Monday, and as I've already said in this stream, it will be a Christmas related mock, and I have tried to include a little story like I did in the Maya and Max build that I shared not too long ago. So I hope you'll have a look at that one and that you will enjoy it. Brick Pastor says, sometimes Lego has really bad box bloat, so when a set is larger than expected, that's definitely a pleasant surprise. Yes, I do know what you mean, that they sort of ship things in a box that makes everything seem bigger than it is. And I can relate to that I have also been sort of not necessarily cheated, but at least surprised in the wrong way about some of that once in a while as well. Yep, and of course you can also follow my little channel on Instagram and on Twitter. I try to post both places every day. Those of you who follow me both places will know that there is an overlap of what I post on those. So a picture that's posted on Instagram is also posted on Twitter. That means you don't have to follow me both places. You can if you will, but I do occasionally post things on Twitter that's not posted on Instagram. So if you want to keep up with everything, you'll have to follow me there as well. The name is the same. That rhymed. That was good. But the name is the same, Brick Bakery. Check it out if you want, and if you won't, it's fine with me. Just do whatever suits your fancy. And it seems that we are getting into the very last part of this, because I think I'm building the wall here. That's sort of the action part of this build. The wall that can sort of explode or whatever it is. There is a dynamite theme going on for the criminals in this, the misfits in this sets. Kkep says, what do you think about the 2019 Lego City Sky Police theme? Well, we actually talked about that a little earlier on this live stream. I've been discussing it a bit with Robin Hall in the comments to one of my videos very recently, and I think I'd have to say that I think it's a bit it's weirdly 90s-esque. There's this whole action thing going on, and while there's one set I think I would consider getting, which I actually think is kind of cool. I think sort of overall I find that this Sky Police thing, it doesn't really do it for me. I think I would much prefer another harbor police thing, with boats and such, because I think it makes, just logically, not looking at the sets, not looking at how they're put together, or if they're actiony or not, or whatever, or if they're 90s-esque, but just the sheer realism, or the lack of realism related to the fact that it's Sky Police. I mean, does that really make any sense? Planes for the police? I mean, boats does seem to be more realistic to me, at least That's what I think. But yeah, but what do you think? Yeah. So I'm putting in the jail cells. I'm trying at least. Trying to put in the jail cells. It's not too easy. These Technic pins are not always my friends, that's for sure. There we go, and there goes the wall. So that's the entire police station, and I think this is the sort of interactive function with this. It's the action function that makes the wall blow up, so the criminals here can get their buddy out of jail using the cherry picker. We'll put the guy in jail in here. And of course the police car needs to be in here. And I think there's actually a launching function for that one here, like this. Woohoo! I'll try that again. Woohoo! That was pretty good. So that's in here. We'll close the gate again, I hope. Oops. Like this, boink. And the helicopter is of course up top. And I don't know where the motorbike is supposed to be. It could be here on this side. I don't know if you can see that. I'll just move this. It would be better, I think. Like this. And of course, the police guys, this guy is taking care of his motorcycle. And I think the police lady could maybe, I don't know, maybe she's sitting up here in the watchtower having a look-see on the computer thing, if everything is all right, making communication, and of course this guy is writing up a report here on the top floor, because I think maybe that is what you do most as a policeman, if I am not mistaken. I don't know if can you see it better like this? No. I think maybe this is the best I can do. So guys, this is about the end of my live stream today. Please remember, there will be another video on Monday, there will be another video on Thursday, but there will be no live stream on Friday. I'm sad to say, I just don't have the time, but I will be back at some point. I'm not completely sure I'll be making another live stream before after Christmas, but I hope I can squeeze in another one, just one, and if I can, it'll be in a fortnight. That's 14 days from now. That'll be I think it's the 15th. Just give me a sec. Check out the calendar here. Now the 14th, I believe that the next live stream I'll be doing will be on the 14th of December. But there will not be any live stream on the 7th. I just don't have the time. And thank you all for coming. Thank you all for showing up and being active in the chat. It was wonderful to have you with me. It's also always very, 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 very cozy to see you all. And I really enjoy chatting and building and doing all this thing with you guys. But let's say that's it. That's all for me today. I hope you'll comment, like, and subscribe. And I hope I'll see you guys next Monday.